Today in this video we will see about difference between formal and informal mails. So let's start. Informal mails purpose is generally for business and important messages, whereas in informal mails purpose is to send informal messages. In formal mails audience is generally business and work colleagues, whereas in informal mails audience is friends and family. In formal mails, styles and accuracy is maintained as it is for professional level, and punctuation and grammar mistake is also seen, whereas in informal mails, style and accuracy is user friendly and accuracy is less important. In formal mails, we cannot use slang exclamation mark or smiles, whereas in informal mails, we can use as our informal purpose. Beginning and ending in formal mails is required appropriately, and we need to have proper start and end appropriate. But in informal mails, beginning and ending has no rules, and thus we can add data as per our choice. In formal mails, we need to have proper ending and proper start. Thus, for example, dear sir, dear madam, dear Mr. Brown, dear Mr. Lopez, etc. Whereas in informal mails, we can write as per our choice, and thus we can add hey, yo, what's up, how are you, etc. In formal mails, we cannot use contractions, whereas in informal mails, we can use contractions as per our choice. See in the given below example. Formal mails are generally used for professionally formatted, and thus we can use paragraphs, and we need to have proper punctuation, and grammar is also required. Thus grammar and punctuation matters a lot in formal mails, and thus there is no proper style. Normally very small messages are sent through such emails, and grammar is also not required in informal mails. The next difference is between subject line for formal mails and informal mails. Subject line in formal mails, subject line is like the headline of newspaper, whereas in informal mails there is no particular subject. In formal mails, subject should be giving a basic idea about the purpose of email, whereas in informal mails there is no particular purpose for sending an email. Formal mails are generally communicated to important and business messages, and thus response to queries, sales and marketing proposals, etc. are used by formal mails. Formal emails can be solicited or unsolicited, whereas informal mails are communicated for the purpose of just having an informal meeting. Informal mails can be solicited, however, mostly they are unsolicited. And the last difference between formal mail and informal mails is generally formal mails ends with courteous line and with the signature of the sender, whereas in informal mails there is no such fixed pattern and no signature is required. And at last, we can also see difference between formal and informal mails regarding audience, as audience is the most critical part of email. Thus, whole structure and tone of the email depend on the target audience. For instance, we can see two types of email, one regarding assigning tasks to your staff and another replying to a complaint of a customer. As we can see, assigning tasks to your staff is totally different than replying to complaint of customer. Assigning tasks to your staff is formal mail, whereas replying to complaint of customer is informal mail. Thus, the target audience is work colleagues and business clients in formal mail, whereas in informal mails, target audience is usually friends and family or relatives. Okay, so that's all about difference between formal and informal mails. Thank you.